Hello everybody, this is Dave from Retired Time Productions, and this is John, of course. And we've got a box here that we got from HobbyKing. I don't know if you all heard, but HobbyKing had a sale going on. It was like the 7 Deadly Wins. I guess the 7 Deadly Wins was like 7, awesome deals or something, and it was a takeoff on 7 Deadly Sins or some game that's 7 Deadly Wins, but I don't know. Anyway, we went and ordered some stuff, and some of it was just like it was cheaper, like 50% off, and other times it was like free shipping, so it kind of varied as to the deal you were getting. Some people complained that the deals weren't too good, like they had propellers for 1 cent or something like that one time for 24 hours. Maybe that wasn't too exciting. But anyway, I got a few things, hit or miss. Let's see what it is.
Alright, cue the time lapse.
Okay, we're back. Okay, so we got a few things to talk about. What do we talk about first, John? All right, let's talk about that. What is it? This was on when they had free shipping, so I went ahead and got a few things during the free shipping from the HobbyKing warehouse.
Yeah, I think what we figured out though is, well, first of all, we have this knob that controls the throttle. And we have the throttle output right there, but this does not allow it to take in voltage if there's an opto ESC. So if you have opto ESC, you have to power the unit by an external 5-volt source. We also found out that there's an input and an output, and that's for the battery to go in and the ESC to come out.
And I think that also said that I think on HobbyKing that there were some AA batteries or that you could put inside it,
yes,
if you wanted to power it that way.
And this measures the amount of thrust through the sensor. It'll measure, I think it measures RPM as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it measures RPM, I think. Now, I don't know about that either. I just know that it measures the current and the thrust.
Current and the thrust mainly.
Yeah, I think that's what it does. And so
it might have RPM. We don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to get into these.
We'll have to try it sometime.
They can probably tell us if they want us to do a review. Just leave a comment under the video if you want us to review this product. Yeah. I know some other channels have already done reviews, so if you want to look at those, you could ahead of time. But yeah, we could do some reviews and testing on it. Yeah. Okay, so what's next?
Well, we'll go to the next one. How about we go with this one?
That one? Oh yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so next we have the Quanum Cyclops. How do you say that? Quanum Cyclops.
Yeah.
That's a tongue twister. Quanum Cyclops video visor, goggles, whatever you want to call it. And
these will fit over your glasses.
Yeah, that's one thing good about them. They will go over your glasses.
And they're light.
Yeah, they're lighter than some of them. And the battery actually goes on the back from what I can tell.
Yeah.
So there's where the battery goes in. And there's the menus right there.
Yeah, and antenna and scan.
And from what we know, it just scans. You can't manually change the channel. Again, manually set the channel to exactly what you want. But you just turn on your transmitter, hit the button, and it should sync up to it. Again, there's other reviews on the internet about this, but if you want us to do a review on it, let us know. And inside it kind of has instead of a Fresnel lens, it has more of a standard lens without all the little lines on it, so that looks pretty good. It has quite a bit of throw on these adjustments here for people who are kind of farsighted. One thing about it was the fit. What did you think about the fit as far as the...
Well, for me, it's a little... Well, it might be different with the battery on, but it's like... it presses on me a little bit. And the nose, it seems like you have to have a Chinese nose for it to work well with the nose.
Yeah, it's like they didn't get it when it came to American faces or something. Well, at least not us honkies. They got the big nose, you know. You can get it. That kind of hits my nose, so I don't know what you would do. I could see just taking a Dremel and carving out a little bit, and then reapplying some kind of foam material to it. But yeah, it's a little uncomfortable. It's pressing on my nose. But other than that, it looks promising. Let's just say it looks promising.
Yeah.
And
if you don't like the standard lens, which I don't know why you wouldn't, they did provide a Fresnel lens as well.
Okay, let's get a close-up of that.
I can open this up.
Yeah, there is a Fresnel lens. How this all works,
actually,
I don't know.
another one inside might be a Fresnel lens as well. Because see, look at how thin and crisp it is there.
Yeah, it is pretty clear looking, although I do see some lines from the side.
You see some lines, but up close you won't notice it, it looks like.
But I don't know if this is like to go over the top of the one that's in here to get even more magnification for us with really poor eyesight, or whether it's actually a replacement.
I don't know.
And it's still in question whether the one in here is actually Fresnel or not. So that's something some of you may know. Let us know what you find out about it.
Get a bag of it.
Oh yeah, did forget to mention that you get your standard rubber ducky with it, and then there's a couple of cables to attach to your batteries for the external battery.
Now, one is kind of ridiculously dumb, and that is this 9-volt connector here.
Yeah, for a 9-volt battery. I don't know why you would need a 9-volt battery. You know, I guess...
That won't be enough current to power these hunky dunks.
You'd be flying along and probably go dead on you. Yeah, you definitely probably would use this XT60 one.
Or cut the end off this one and put a different connector on it.
Yeah, that's an idea. You put a JST on the one that's for the 9-volt, and then just keep the XT60 the way it is. So, yeah, that could work. And definitely replace the rubber duck with something decent. Maybe a circular polarized, whatchamacallit. Okay, so up next, why don't we take a look?
How about we take a look at, oh, this one. Yeah, this
I bet they're all wondering what that is.
Yeah, we'll save the best for last.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the best or not, but it is pretty cool. Okay, so this here, I got this because my wife has several cameras, you know, like different cameras, DSLRs and stuff like that. And this thing allows you to take a panorama. Basically, it's like an egg timer. You turn it on and it starts going around in a circle. And you can put your camera on top of it. And what happens is you can put your camera on time lapse, and you can kind of like take a time lapse of everything moving around. Plus it's panning at the same time, so it gives quite a cool video effect. And it's called the O-Bolt. O-Bolt. Kind of weird, but that's what it is. O-Bolt. Alright.
Should we open it, or?
Yeah, let's go time lapse.
Yeah, exactly again, apparently. This out. Alright, almost ready. Okay, there's manual. Okay. Oh, it's small. Is that how big it is?
Yeah, it's not that big.
Yeah, see, there it is.
So it probably is made more like for a GoPro or other small camera.
Probably.
What's on the bottom? Can you put it on a tripod?
Yeah, it's got a screw mount there.
Okay, yeah, it's got the tripod and a little key to lock it in on a shoe for a tripod.
And it's got your settings right on the side here. Let's see what it's got. It's got off, forward, backward, pan, loop one way, loop back and forth. That's the modes. And it's got speed, time lapse, normal, fast. Yeah, there's your micro USB to charge it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Either that or remote control it too.
And what's that little nut there do?
That, I believe is to unlock that. So
Oh,
you
it's
get
got
to-
its own shoe, basically.
Yeah, it's got its own shoe.
Okay.
So you can put this down in there and screw it down like this.
And then it comes with the old obligatory suction cup mount
Yeah.
that you can hook onto stuff. But it looks to me like it's kind of GoPro-ish, like you could probably use GoPro accessories with it.
Yeah.
Maybe get them on there
Or maybe
too.
you're a geek pro.
So I haven't been mentioning the prices on these because they were some of this stuff was on sale and it won't be that price when you go to order it. It was just during the HobbyKing time and I got free shipping and stuff like that. So really got a good deal on that.
Here. Oh, there might be.
Especially on this right here, which
Oh,
we'll get
there's
to.
more to this. There's like
What else
3
we got?
tiers of boxes in here.
Another tier. Oh my dear. What is it?
More
Oh,
adapter hickeys, a cable.
Yeah, there's some more mounts.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what that one's for. It feels very heavy, like it's a piece of metal or something, but it is another kind of mount that goes on something. Gives you some options in a USB cable. So if you want us to review that and show what that'll do, it might be kind of cool. I saw it working on Cedric's channel. On that black menu style, I think is his channel. I don't know. He does some great aerial videos over there in Thailand. And he had one panorama time-lapse shot.
You mean Blackman New Style? Or
It's either Blackman New Style or Black Menu Style. I haven't been able to figure that out. Maybe he can shine some light on that. But shout out to Cedric. Alright.
Next, we'll go for this.
We're not going to do that?
Best for last.
Oh, that's the best. Okay. Alright, this one here, I couldn't resist because a friend of mine talked about it. My old friend Jim. And he got one. He said it was really great. So I just went ahead and got one. And what it actually does, it magnifies stuff. And puts it on your computer screen with a USB cable. And I don't have the specs handy. Where are they? But, here we go. I think it goes up to 250 power.
Handheld as well.
Yeah, I believe it's 250 power.
It's not
Let's see
snapped
here.
in right.
If we get lucky, it'll be in English. Let's see.
There you go. Now it's in there good.
So there you go. There's some of the specs right there. What do you see on there? Since you have glasses.
1600 by 1200 pixels, 640 by 480 as well. But that's for video, 640 by
It's
480.
also got 1600 by 1200 pixels in
for snapshot.
VXGA.
Yeah.
So you can set this up on your computer. Might be good for close-ups when you're doing soldering or putting things together,
Yeah.
hobby parts.
USB 2060 250X. So that's the two settings it's got.
250 power. What was the other setting?
60.
60. Okay.
Unless it's variable.
I know it has variable focus. There's
Yeah.
a dial you can turn right here to focus it. And but I think it maybe just has the two settings. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Another review, I guess.
Yeah, and this is the light dimmer here, I'll bet.
Yeah.
I don't know about the rest.
Pretty cool. And let's see, what's it called? Digital Microscope. For Xploview version 3.2. I guess that's the software that comes with it, because there's a couple discs in here. Or at least one disc right there with the software on it. Alright, moving
And
on.
now, we might have to cue the time lapse again. Let's see.
Alright, cue the time lapse. Oh, that was over the cameraman.
There's that one. There's that one. Something on. Okay.
I think this is the one you really want.
Yeah, this is.
Alright, we'll get a little.
Alright, we're back.
We're back, and we got the Turnigy 2K HD action cam. This is why we got a deal on. It's regular $130, and they had $50 on it. There it is. So it comes with a waterproof case.
And of course the camera.
And it has a lot of features to it. And some of the important ones are that, of course, it has 4K. But hey, let's face it, who's
2K, not 4K.
Oh, 2K, yeah. Yeah, 2K. Oh, yeah, it's 2K, sorry. But anyway, 2K or 4K, who cares? Right? I'm not going to put 2K or 4K on YouTube because it probably won't look good. But if you just want to have it for your own viewing on your computer or your monitor...
Well, it'll probably look good, but it'll probably bog down your internet.
Yeah, and may not edit very good.
Yeah.
It'll be so big a file. Yeah. But I think the important thing is some of the other modes, like 1080p or 720 or even lower, they have really high frame rates. So you get better. You can get better action shots with those higher frame rates. So
and it has a slot for SD, and has a USB slot, and it's got an HD micro DVI slot, I guess.
Yeah, I wasn't actually recording that. Uh-oh. So
I got it on that one.
Well, let's look at the display again. So the display is fairly good size, and it has the menu that you can go through on the back. So on the, like I said, on the GoPro, you have to buy the display extra, pay extra money to get the display and be able to see the menus.
Yeah.
And here's the case here. Now, we don't know if this is the same size as a GoPro. I know the batteries aren't. I tried to use the GoPro charger. The battery's got different spacing on the pins and stuff like that. So it's not GoPro, it's not really the same specifications as a GoPro. So you couldn't trade cases and trade batteries and all that kind of stuff. But it is a good deal, I think. Especially when it's only $50 instead of $130.
Yeah.
And then it comes with a whole box of hardware. I mean, just every kind of mount you'd ever want is in this box. I won't bother taking all of that out, but there's like 8 different kinds of mounts. And then there's a few things in this box here, like the straps and stuff like that. But it's a really nice deal.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I think we covered about everything I got from HobbyKing. But there is one other thing I wanted to cover. And this didn't come from HobbyKing. I got this somewhere else. It's an ImmersionRC product, and it's an RF power meter, and I thought you might be interested in seeing this. Okay, coming out of the box.
Couple of stickers.
There it is right there. And basically, it's just the meter itself, which is right here. And then it has an extension cable that you can hook to, like the transmitter that you want to measure. You want to measure the power output. But when you hook it to a transmitter, you need to put this little dampener on here. What is that called? I'm trying to think of the name of it.
Choke?
Yeah, it's basically a pad or a damper, and it's so many DPI. I can't see, I mean, you look at it and see what decibels, I guess they call it. How many decibels is it? 30 something?
This is 2 watt, 30 decibels, DC 6 gigahertz range. And
so you can put that on up to a 2 watt transmitter, and it's a 30 dB dampening to knock it down. And then you set it to the dampening on here. I know I'm not using the right terms because I haven't even read the manual, but when you measure, say you want to measure antennas, if you put just an antenna on here and you're receiving through the air, at that point you don't have to put this on. You can just go direct to the antenna and use it that way.
Yeah.
So that's about all the stuff we got right now. And if you got any questions, just let us know. Put a comment under the video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Of course, thumbs down are acceptable too. Hey, it's all good for ratings, right? And if you want to subscribe, please subscribe. And remember, when you subscribe, to hit the little gear icon and then select that to be notified. Check notifications, because if you don't check notifications, you'll be subscribed, but you won't have any idea when I'm putting out another video. And we want you to see when we're putting out videos so you don't miss any. So that's the idea there. Anyway, that's all for now, and we will see you later on the tube. Here, play.